It is Sunday night, and you know what that means? It is the Sunday Night League. It is season number 8 of GTE, and it is the return of the Green Hell. It's the Nordschleife, but we're at the 24-hour circuit. We're currently looking at Gasman in the Corvette, the returning Gasman, the reserve last week for Honda. He's now in a Corvette, replacing Illusion in that car for this round. So we are at the Nordschleife, we are at the 24-hour circuit. That means we are using the GP circuit. Let's see if I can find anyone that's on the GP circuit. There is Ajax. He is on his outlap. Of course, we've had an update, so there's a little bit of juttering and lagging going on because of that, because GT7 is like that. So, without further ado, let's get on with the standings. Qualifying is 40 minutes for this special round. Because of the length of the circuit, we have got this 40-minute session, an extra 30 minutes added to it, as opposed to the normally 10-minute session every other round. We're at round number 5, which usually means we're at the final round of the season. However, this is a 6-season championship, and to be honest, that's to everybody else's hopes, because the leading driver in the championship at the moment is Victory Rain in his Renault Green Flag racing car. He has won 3 of the last 4 rounds this season, and he has a 95-point tally for the season so far. In second place is Matt Psycho on 76. No wins for him yet in the Joker Club McLaren, but he'll be looking for a win around a circuit he does enjoy. In third place is the defending champion, MFT Speed Hunter, in the Honda, the Shell Racing Honda. There he is. He has 71 points. He won round number 2. But so far, it's been an up and down season for the Honda driver. In fourth place is the returning, there we go, returning Silent Wolf with 68 points, driving Chris Booz, Weeb Motorsports Mercedes. His teammate, Aloe, also in the Mercedes, obviously, has 56 points in 5th. In 6th is Illusion, who finished his SNL career with a fantastic run to 2nd place last time out at Tokyo. He is away with an injury and also GT7-ness. In 7th place is Specmere in his Renault, showing that it's a good season for that Punisher team with 50 points. In 8th place is Bunnies in the Honda racing car with 43 points. 9th is his brother Ajax with 38 points. In 10th place is Gasman in his Corvette, Ajax also in the Corvette. 11th place is Slenderfella, as we just see. There's Digital Blasphemy currently. Slenderfella with 22 points, the teammate of Digital Blasphemy in that Joker Club Racing Honda. Digital Blasphemy going off as well. Let's see if someone's not going off. There we go. Pool Shark is in 13th place in the championship, 1 point behind Rob on drums, who unfortunately misses this race. This is only the 2nd GTE race that does not have Rob on drums. I hope you are well, Rob. If you're in the comments and able to chat, let us know if you're watching. 14th place is Bailey, much missed as always. 15th place is Digital Blasphemy, the last full-time runner in the championship with 13 points. 16th is Cool Duboy, who subbed in at Corvette with 7, and 17th was Guesty, who subbed in at Honda last week. Green Flag Racing Honda, Renault Green Flag Racing are top of the standings with 165 points. Weeb Motorsport Mercedes with 145. So this Green Flag team looking very strong. The Punisher, his debut season as a team boss here in GTE, and it's going very well indeed. Shell Honda Racing with 131 points. Pennzoil Corvette just 4 points behind in the family battle, and Joker Club Racing with 111. So qualifying is due to start. The drivers have been given plenty of time. We are missing 2 drivers. We are missing Yokas, and we are missing Aloe, unfortunately. Okay, so let's see if we're ready to go. They'll have to start at the back of the grid. Mama Sykes is in the chat. Good evening, Mama Sykes. How are you? Hope you are enjoying things. You're in for a treat. This is one of those circuits that is a real challenge. It's going to be survival of the fittest, and maybe survival of the least mistakes. Fortunately though, weather has been turned off, so it's going to be beautiful sunshine for the drivers. No rain here for the circuit, because if it rained here and you're at the far end, well, you've got no chance for anything else. So we will get underway with the qualifying session. 40 minutes here at the Nordschleife for the 24-hour circuit. Because of the length of the circuit, we saw an 8-minute 20 from Gasman in practice. Let's see what the drivers do for the rest of the race. We will see it all live here at the Sunday Night League. Thank you for watching us. 40-minute qualifying session is about to begin. Due to the length of the circuit, we will not go around the whole length of the circuit, but we'll go around for a little chauffeur drive with somebody in the garage. Let's see, so it took a while for it to decide to let us go. There goes a Honda. So one of the Hondas goes out. Let's see, so Gasman looks like he'll be our chauffeur in the Corvette. So we're on the Grand Prix circuit. Now, if you know the Grand Prix circuit well, you will expect us to go to the right, but actually it's a little chicane at the start. A right-left chicane to cut out the stadium section. And then we can just hear, oh, it's cutting a little bit because of some lagging, I think, from Gasman. Let's see if Matt Psycho's lagging. No, I don't think he is. So just go on board with Matt Psycho through to the bottom curve at the bottom of the circuit towards the Michael Schumacher S. So this is your best opportunity if you are a driver following another to overtake. This is the areas you need to be close by, because once we get onto the Nordschleife itself, you will see the difference from this circuit, which is a more modern incarnation, although this version of the circuit is getting on for 30 years old already. Now qualifying, obviously, we normally have no overtaking, which Gasman is seeing that cycle pulling off and deciding, here we go. So this is the chicane as well. We use the 24-hour chicane, so normally you turn left now, but we don't. We go through a much quicker left-right chicane to get onto the Nordschleife. We turn left into the final corner of the Grand Prix circuit. We turn left onto the Nordschleife. You suddenly realise how close this legendary circuit is to the Grand Prix circuit that stands at the location now. So all of a sudden, straight away, the curbs are a lot higher. The circuit is a lot tighter. We've only got really enough room for one car. We'll go off board and you'll see how high those curbs are in comparison, and how those cars look as well. You can see 3 cars already through the section at the start of this lap. It is 125 corners long, if I can remember. Brain's decided to take that information away from me right now. But Matt Psycho leading the way on this outlap. There's Gasman with Victory Reign, the championship leader, behind. Now, interestingly, oh, Bailey's in the chat. Hello, Bailey. Bailey, thank you for watching. It's great to see you in the chat. I don't know if you caught the message last week, how many people missed you. It was announced in the Discord, and I have to say, so many supportive messages for you. Hope everything is good. Hope life is good for you, Bailey. Hope you enjoy this race as well. It's fantastic to see you in the chat. In terms of the tyres, here we have Victory Reign, the championship leader. His team are going for mediums and hards. They are running the hardest 2 combinations of any team this evening. Now, in a complete contrast, Matt Psycho's Joker Club racing team are running the soft and mediums. No other team are running that combination. The other team, so Shell, Honda Racing, there is Penguino returning back into the series. Brand new driver, effectively. He hasn't appeared since season number 2, Penguino, in GTE. Long time since the American has driven in this series. Let's see what he can do in this Honda. Toughest challenge as well to be at the Nordschleife in this series. Is your debut back from a sabbatical. Softs and hards are being run by the Honda racing team. So they've got softs and hards, as do... Seeing if I can spot anybody from that team. Can't see anyone as of yet. In fact, Silent Wolf and Speed Hunter are a long way behind. So Speed Hunter... Well, Speed Hunter currently sat in the pits. So where are... Well, Aloe's not here and Jokas isn't here. So Speed Hunter... Silent Wolf is going out. There he is. So he's in 12th at the moment in that Mercedes. He is running soft and hards. Don't know what's happening between the MFT drivers at the moment. They're doing something very odd. They're reducing their time massively, unless they've worked out the time to get round, to get the best optimal lap right at the end of the session. And Pennzoil Corvette are also running the softs and the hards. So there we have everything running in terms of the tyres. It is a long session. This is 40 minutes, 35 minutes in, and we're still on outlaps. See where Matt Psycho is. Matt Psycho coming towards the carousel. See how he approaches it down into the gully, using that rumbling tarmac to help his car turn and pivot. Gazman having a little bit more of an attack with it and a few issues. So we've got all the drivers coming through. This circuit really is one where you can make a mistake, you can make multiple mistakes, but you can still have a good qualifying lap, because the amount of mistakes you can make on this circuit are huge. It's the longest circuit on the game. It's over 15 miles long. Aloe has joined the room, so Aloe will start further down the field. With Pool Shark in 11th place on the road. Silent Wolf still on the Grand Prix circuit. So Speed Hunter coming around as well. So these two MFT teammates providing some sort of help to each other in this qualifying session. I do not know. Let's go. Matt Psycho then coming towards the end of the lap, more or less. However, I say the end of the lap, he's still got over 2 minutes of it left. Oh, we've got someone having a bit of a spin in a moment. That was Bunnies. So Bunnies proving how difficult and tricky this circuit can be. Shell Honda Racing as well. The only team this season now with no British drivers in the whole lineup. So no British drivers in Shell Honda Racing. Chris Boo in the chat saying hello everyone. Good luck everyone. Thank you, Chris Boo. Alois was late, so he'll start 14th on the grid, Chris Boo. And Jokas isn't here yet, so I don't know what's happening there. So here is the defending champion Speed Hunter. He's now on to the Nordschleife. His MFT teammate Silent Wolf just ahead of him. So they're leaving themselves out. Onto the back straight then goes Matt Psycho. Now this is another part of the circuit where you will see overtakes. You can see there are the top four then. Gazman behind Matt Psycho in the yellow Corvette. There it pops over the brow of the hill. With Victory Rain following. Penguino in the Honda. And in the background you can see Digital Blasphemy and Guesty and Bunnies. There's the Marshal having a little look as Digital Blasphemy comes past. Matt Psycho then up the brow and onto the Grand Prix circuit to start his qualifying lap. There we go, 8 minutes for a out lap here at the Nordschleife. So he'll be hoping to get as many laps as he can into this session. So Victory Rain, third place. It's one of those weird circuits where everything can happen. Penguino on those soft tyres. Look how warm they are already in this session. to be really careful with them in the race, it would look. Guesty's done a better job in his Corvette to look after the tyres, but that's one lap on those softs. Bunny's, who had a spin on his out lap, he'll hope not for the same. Whilst on the back straight goes Speckme. I say the back straight. It's not really straight, as you can see. Through the kinks up the hill towards the end of the lap now. Oh, and hitting the wall just before the qualifying lap starts. That is not ideal preparation. Ajax will come to the end of his lap. We'll see some flags waving. There is Speckme on the outside. So Speckme has been very, very cautious with his outlap. He's just waiting, I think, for the damage maybe to clear. No, he's waiting for a gap in the traffic. Full shot just coming out of the mini carousel towards the end of the lap. Silent Wolf coming down to this left-hander, the tight left-hander. This is a possibility of an overtake, but really you will have to be brave around this circuit. Speed Hunter there in 13th place. Matt Psycho top of the pile at the moment because he was first out on circuit. What will he do on this first qualifying lap? We've got Gazman in second, Victory Reign in third. On board with the current championship leader, he's got Gazman up ahead. We're just entering the Nordschleife now. Gazman's really got a lot of lag in that Corvette. That's not going to be great for those following him in the race. Let's see if we've got anyone on the Grand Prix circuit. There we go. Here is Speckme down at the bottom end hairpin towards the Schumacher S on the Grand Prix circuit, using the curb on the entry to Schumacher. Sarlek in the chat. Good evening, Sarlek. How are you? Hopefully you are well. If you are available next week, Sarlek, there is a seat available at Corvette. There's 2 seats available at Corvette, so... Oh, Gazman's gone. Oh. Matt's dad saw his first GP here at the Nürburgring in 1957. Wow. That would be awesome to hear what that was like. Matt Psycho's had a spin. That is not what he wanted on his qualifying lap, just as we were talking about his daddy watching at the Nordschleife Grand Prix. Sarlek in the chat saying he's at work in Italy. Look at that. Sunday Night League, Jet Setters. Chris Boo and Sarlek in the chat right now. Wow. Trying to think, 1957. So we'd have Maseratis, wouldn't we, in 57? Yokas has arrived. So we've got full grid. So Gazman has disappeared, so Gazman will be at the back of the grid. He did make the session though, so he'll start 13th. 14th will be a Lowy, 15th for Yokas. Did we have Maseratis in 57? 50s Grand Prix era of racing is not my strongest, I must admit. It's not an excuse that I wasn't born, because 60s is where I start getting a lot of knowledge, but yeah, 57 is just before. 59 I kind of know, with Mike Hawthorne driving the Ferraris, and Tony Brooks as well. Tony Brooks actually is low-key one of my favourite drivers of all time as well. I think Tony Brooks was a very, very classic driver. But anyway, that's old school F1 talk. You don't want that, surely not. You probably do. You probably missed the F1 podcast. Well, unfortunately, times mean... Oh, Matt Psycho. Matt Psycho's decided to restart. He's gone back to start his lap. He's decided, not wasting my time any longer. So, halfway through the lap, Victory Reign is the first driver up through the field. Let's have a comparison. So he's quite a bit ahead of Penguino's lap in terms of positioning on the circuit and the time on the board. Digis Blasphemy looks quick actually compared to Penguino, so he's having a better time of it. Guesty looks quick too, so Bunny's a little bit further back. Bunny's being more cautious possibly at this point in the lap. Ajax, his positioning is quite a bit away from Bunny's in the Corvette, going over the bridge. Speckmere is also on this number 12. It's hard sometimes to realise where drivers are in particular. Here is the left-hander. Oh, and that's what can happen through that left-hander. Slender fella strays away. Into reverse though, managing to get it sorted out. Let's go on board with Poolshark through the left-right. You can attack those curbs if you're feeling brave. Poolshark deciding not to. Going down towards the Rebel Tree. Let's wave to the Rebel Tree. Hello, Rebel Tree. And down through left. I hope one day that that will be its official name, that part of the circuit, the Rebel Tree. Left, right. Into another right-hander. Continuously flowing is this circuit as well. The entries and exits are so important. As we watch Ben Guino's chase, he's not very close, is he, to Victory Lane? There's a big gap between the two, as Victory Lane, his decision to run mediums and hards may not be that risky around this circuit. It does also mean that next week there are some very interesting situations, some soft tyres in play for next week. So, Salek in the chat saying hopefully you'll come back next season. Hopefully, Salek. We'll see you next season. I think the way it works out, next season's GTE will be sort of September-y time. Our next season is Formula X for 6 rounds. That will be announced shortly. So Formula X will return with the Super Formula cars. Yes! Mama Sykes in the chat saying Fangio won in a Maserati. I thought 57 was Maserati's Fangio time, but I couldn't remember if that was 56. Yeah, there we go. Maserati, Fangio. Brilliant. Thank you, Mama Sykes. Oh, I do know a bit about 50s Formula 1 then. Because when you go pre-war, then that my knowledge goes very, very sketchy. I remember Williams. I don't remember him. I know his name. I remember his name. Not Frank Williams. Peter Williams. Oh, hello, Victory Lane. Grand Prix Saboteurs. If you've ever read the book, you need to read it. 8:15 for Victory Lane. That's a pretty strong time, I would have said. And he's gone into the pits. Via Penguino has got no tyres left at the end of his stint. Is this where the soft tyre drivers are just going to struggle in qualifying, possibly? No rear tyres left, and he's got an 8:31 in comparison. Digital Blasphemy, he's 5 seconds behind. So this is all about survival. 2 seconds between Guesty and Victory Lane. Bunny's coming down to finish his lap then. So we're seeing drivers use the pit stop straight away. They're not going to do a lap. Going straight in the pits, fill up, and go again. Bunny's in 5th. Sets his time. Everyone's going in. Oh, Victory Lane has done the same. Everyone is doing the laps. So Ajax is coming down to complete his lap. Let's see what happens here for him. His tyre's looking very good, actually, and his fuel looks very strong too. This could be a very good race for Ajax. He's half a tank, having done 2 laps. He could get another lap out of these tyres as well. That's lap number 3 he goes on. That could be a very, very strong case for the Corvette driver. This driver's come through, so Speckmere puts himself up into 3rd place in the Renault. Let's see his Renault teammate, the Punisher, watching this in Canada. Poolshark towards the end of the lap nearly. He's got still another minute possibly to go. Silent Wolf in his Mercedes is halfway through the lap. Speed Hunter Sue having a few slides as well. So Poolshark in 8th place. get that position. Further up the grid, we saw him start as high as 6th place. Previously at Road Atlanta, he's having a good season in qualifying for sure, Paul Shark, and we've definitely seen an uprise in his pace too. He is currently in the standings in 13th place, 1 point behind Rob on drums, so he'll overtake Rob on drums. It's Rob missing the last 2 rounds. As I say, Rob, if you're watching this, let us know why you're missing. It's only the 2nd time in GTE history that Rob on drums has not been at the race competing. And considering we're in season number 8, we're approaching that 50 mark of races as well next season. Oh, Bull Shark has backed off massively. Why has he backed off so much? I wonder if he's going for another lap. Keeping the tyres fresh. I mean, he's on a 9-minute lap, so that is going to be quite a long way off the pole. 50 seconds off. Oh, now, Silent Wolf, at the moment, setting purples. Last time we were here at the Nordschleife, Silent Wolf was in a Mercedes. He's in a Mercedes once more, and he won the race. That day he won the championship for Illusion. He beat Victory Rain that day. Speed Hunter also looking very quick. That Psycho starting his qualifying lap halfway through the session. Hasn't done the lap as of yet. As Slenderfella decided to park it. Possibly. I know a few drivers, when this race was announced, said that they had not got very much experience of it on the full circuit, so all a bit of a learning curve for these drivers. So Silent Wolf is 8.1 seconds up on Victory Rain. Wow. So we're looking at around an 8:08 in this Mercedes. I believe this is one of those circuits Silent Wolf knows like the back of their hand. Drivers do thousands of miles around here. Just around the Nordschleife, just for the fun of it, just for the thrill. As we go onto the back, I thought Silent Wolf was going to run out onto the grass on the exit. It's a deceptively tight corner. It's very windy actually. I've just seen 4.9 meters per second is the wind speed. It's a crosswind actually on the back straight. So we're hitting in the Mercedes 163, 164. We saw the Corvette at Tokyo hitting 168. So we know the Corvette's quick in a straight line, but by the time you get to this back straight and the Blindstein Bridge, Corvette will have the legs on the Mercedes, but the way Silent Wolf is driving that Mercedes, he looks like he'll have the legs on the whole field. Across the line he goes. And that is 10 seconds quicker than Victory Rain. Wow. That is an 8:05. That is impressive. What does Speed Hunter do? Speed Hunter's going to be in a similar scenario to his MFT teammate. Speed Hunter was going to cross the line. What does he do? He'll be second place, but he won't be far off. 1.9 seconds behind the pole time. Say he won't be far off. That is the sort of distance this circuit does. So Matt Psycho in the McLaren then on his qualifying lap. Is he the only driver on a lap right now? He could be, just because of the way everyone did their pit stops. Everyone else, I think, is on an out lap. Oh, Pool Shark though isn't. Pool Shark is a minute off the pole at the moment. So just trying to get himself back into the swing of things after that incident. So Matt Psycho actually is not that far away. In fact, is he ahead of him? No. Pool Shark a few corners ahead of that Psycho. It's all experience. Silent Wolf was sat in turn 1. You can't sit there for 23 odd minutes. Gazman back in the chat, back in the lobby, so he's managed to sort himself out, I think. So outlap's been done by some. Still, go have a look then. Matt Psycho, he is a driver on a fast lap. He's got ahead of him Pool Shark. McLaren, looking very pretty in its Golf livery in this beautiful sunshine. The Nordschleifer. So you can just see just the difference. So we're on board with Pool Shark now. He's 13.7 seconds up on his best time. He will get, at some point, so long as he doesn't make an error further down this circuit, it will go very fast at that point. Sure, let's have a look at that Psycho. Does he trigger? Oh, Speed Hunter's left the room. That's awkward. He was second. That Psycho's not triggered the timing beam. So he's not on the fastest lap pace, it would seem, but that 8:05 from Silent is just on another planet. So we've got 8 laps of this circuit. It is the ultimate test of drivers. So you can see the difference between Matt Psycho and Pool Shark. So let's have a look. Going into the left-hander, 55 seconds for Pool Shark, and Matt Psycho 30. Oh no, it's at 40 seconds, so he's 15 seconds up. Oh, just having to back off a little bit on the exit. 15 seconds up on Pool Shark's time. Penguino in the pits. Bunny's on the Grand Prix circuit, just starting his qualifying lap in the Honda. So we'll just follow him a little bit. We'll see on the outside this chicane at the end of the circuit as well. It does look very fast from the off-board view. Bunny's currently in 77th place, 23 seconds off, but currently setting purple times. Compared to Silent Wolf, it is by 0.07 of a second, which, considering the length of the circuit, we won't get too excited right now, because he's still got another 7 minutes of driving before he gets to the end of the qualifying lap. But he's slightly quicker than he has gone before. All small improvements. Seems to have kept the tyres pretty fresh as well, going down, and you can see how fast this is. Third gear, 100 miles an hour on the exit of the second part of the chicane. It's 1/10 up. It's the Canadian in 7th, in 8th place is Penguino, the American, in his Honda. We're still sat there in turn 1. Victory Rain leads the charge. It's 10 seconds off the pole. He has to improve by about 8 seconds to get onto the front row. It is a standing start here as well on the Grand Prix circuit, so blimey, that Renault is kicking up a lot of sparks. It could all be how you attack this. So Pool Shark has improved himself. He puts himself up into 7th place. 23 seconds off the time. Where does Matt Psycho go? Then Matt Psycho goes into 2nd place. 7.5 seconds off the pole time of Silent Wolf. So he will go and pop into the pits, I would have thought, to then try and do another lap. I'm assuming he will. Yes, it does. So, Victory Rain currently on his lap. Let's see what we get as we go down the hill into the left-hander. That Renault slides everywhere. It's on medium and hard tyres this evening. He's 1.6 still. Up on his best. Let's have a look at Specmere. Currently in 5th in his Renault. It is a circuit that, I'll say, causes all sorts of intrigue. It's so famous, so well known. Wow, less than a tenth up on his best time. That shows consistency though. It shows that Specmere has a rhythm around the circuit, and that can be more important than outright speed. If you can do things consistently and run well, then you are going to be up. In fact, Ajax has just gone fastest. I can't... So are yellow flags waving into turn 1? Because... okay, we haven't had everyone do a lap. Oh, Ajax has gone off. So Ajax having a bit of a spin and the problem getting it going. So Matt Psycho onto the Nordschleifer on his outlap. Coming out of the carousel goes Victory Rain. Such a massive circuit. So, in comparison to Matt Psycho, Victory Rain is roughly at the same point Matt Psycho was. 5:40 as he went left. So, 2.1 seconds up on his best time. He can close this gap. He can overhaul Matt Psycho if this lap goes well. Medium tyres not proving to be that much of a disadvantage for the Renault driver. We've also seen the Renault driver pull off a great fuel-saving strategy at St. Croix. It's what won him the race in the end. He was able to get an extra lap on his rivals. So Victory Rain, 3rd place at this point. Psycho currently on an outlap. Silent Wolf has just sat there. He sets his time, he feels confident about it. Some other drivers in the pits. Bunnies towards the end of his qualifying lap then. Say towards the end, he's still got over 2 minutes left. He's really battling with this Honda. He did not like it at the start of the season. He's growing to like it, to appreciate it a little bit more, so on board with the Canadian. Oh, through this flowing section now, this section in the Super Formulas. Oh, well saved by Bunnies. Well saved. He's 6 seconds up on his time, so that is what he's after. In the Super Formula cars, this section is so fast. Illusion is in the chat. We're going off board with Bunnies because Bunnies is going lawnmowering. Oh, not the best moment for Bunnies. Can he get it back to the pits and do another lap? We'll see. Victory Rain on the back straight. So, in the chat is Illusion. Let's go, Team Convet. Do your... I'm just going to... I'm doing 100%. I can't see it. I don't want to report him. So, Illusion, do your best. I thought it said best, but for some reason there was a big love heart over the end. So, Victory Rain, does he go into 2nd place? He does. He overhauls Matt Psycho, puts himself up into 2nd, back onto 3rd on the grid, and that... will that be his last lap? Possibly. It will be. So we might have this awkward moment where everybody finishes their lap, and we wait for about 3 minutes or 10 minutes as the session finishes itself off. So, yes. So Speckmere currently up on his fastest time. He's got Guesty in his sights then. He can put this car up into 5th on the grid. Oh, getting some air in the Renault as well. That's something you don't see in many other cars that we've raced around here. Super Formula's do not come off the ground. But this Renault definitely does. You've seen it off the ground a few times. Let's go on board with the Renault then as we're going flat out towards the end of the lap. This is an unbelievably fast section, even in the GT3 cars. Fantastic driving for Speckmere. Down into the mini carousel. Doesn't spit him out. He's having a good lap to Speckmere in 5th place. On the timing screen, he's looking for 5th place overall because Speed Hunter is 2nd on the grid, despite not being here on the tower. Let's see what the time says. 3 tenths up. Oh, it's not going to be enough unless he can gain so much time in the final corners. And down this back straight, he's against the Corvette. It's actually doing 168 miles an hour, this Renault, so it's quick down the straights. So 168, 169, 170 actually. And all of a sudden, there's an opportunity for 5th on the grid for Speckmere. Can he get this final couple of corners? Perfect. Oh, he holds it brilliantly. Through the final corner goes the Renault. Can it put itself up into 5th? He does. By half a second he beats Guesty. So he puts himself in 5th on the grid. Brilliant for him. Paul Sharp on his outlap, trying to improve his time. Don't think anybody else is on a lap, so it's just Paul Sharp then. Out on the circuit. So he'll be doing his lap. All eyes on the Renault. Thank you everyone that's watching us here at the Norwich Live. It's possible a few drivers are watching us as well. If you're one of the drivers that sat in the pits, say hello, like, share, subscribe. We might get a few more viewers watching. Who knows? So we watch Paul Sharp. Bunnies is out of the pits himself. They're going down into turn 1. Okay. So Paul Sharp, will he get a qualifying lap done? He won't. But it's practice time, so he can use that time to do what he wants. He can get up to speed. I think Victory Rain's teammate's gone to join Silent Wolf in turn 1. But this is what Paul Sharp can do. And Guino in the chat saying I am nervous. Don't be nervous, Guino. It will be okay. Qualifying is one thing around here, and it really can go very wrong very quickly. We're having a bit of a car meet in turn 1. It can go wrong very quickly around this circuit because of the length of it as well. You've only really got enough time for 2 qualifying laps, maybe 3 if you're lucky. And it's so aggressive and so hard that you just mess it up slightly and you're half a minute down. So don't be scared at all. Great to have you back on the circuit. So Paul Sharp there, coming through, up the hill. Personally, this is one of my favourite sections of the circuit because it's got a corner that took so long for me to get correct. I would always get a little bit too excited, put too much power through this right-hand corner. I would attack it too hard and forget that it tightens up on the exit. There we go. Because that exit is incredibly important. I should know the strategy without having to ask in the lobby chat. Paul Sharp there, going through. Absolutely attacking it. Over the crest. He won't have time for a qualifying lap. In fact, will he get to the end of the session before he gets to the end of the qualifying lap? It does look a good lap. It looks a lot tidier for Pull Shark here as well. So this is all about confidence building. That's what I've said before about this circuit. It breeds confidence. It will eat your confidence for breakfast if you decide you're not going to treat it with respect. You have to treat it with respect. It will bite you, this circuit. There's only once I've felt like I've driven it relatively okay. I still made a massive error right at the beginning of the race. I drove angry for the rest of it. But I think because I had that mistake, it kept me pointing the right way for the rest of the race. It's one of those circuits. Any mistake you make here will cost you a lot of time. You are not going to have a clean race here. Not when you're racing for over an hour at this circuit. It's not possible. Silent Wolf will be thinking, can I do that? Well, it's been sat for about 15 minutes, so it's a possibility that we won't see it. Pull Shark's Renault getting some good screen time. The green flag, they'll be very happy. Looking a very tidy lap as well. Through to the second mini carousel, a little bit wide. Attacking it fully as we see some of the other drivers using the full guttering of that corner to drag the car around. Use it like banking. Around an oval and then down the long, long straight. As fast as we can. Psycho using some of the time just to get some laps. A few drivers coming out. There's a car meet still in turn one. A few drivers just going out for a minute just to get their laps sorted. So like, share and subscribe if you have not done so already. This is round number 5 of the Sunday Night League here at the Nordschleife 24-hour circuit. We're using the GP section as well. We'll see a little bit of it with Pull Shark right now. He's going across the line. Checker flag is now waving. He does not have enough time to do another lap. Goes down into turn number 1. I think it's taken over his car, a few other cars. But they've got like little... Oh, Matt Psycho's doing some spins. Wonder if that was a mistake that we shouldn't have seen. So, there we have the pole sitter, Silent Wolf, ahead of his teammate Speed Hunter, who was qualifying second. And there's the end of the session. So there's the session. It's Silent Wolf on pole, Victory Reign second, Matt Psycho third, but it isn't because Silent Wolf fits into that gap in between. As you can see, Speed Hunter there second, 2 seconds off the pole time. So let's end the race and return to practice. Let's get everyone to enter the race. We'll just change the way that we have everything sorted. Set by the host. Oh, is it not going to let me going to be weird. No, there we go. Sorted. Okay, so we need to just set the grid for the race. So enter all, and we'll get the grid sorted. So pole position is Silent Wolf ahead of Speed Hunter in second. In third place was Victory Rain on his medium tyres. Let's get the starting grid up. So, very quickly, it's going to be a late finish to this evening, unfortunately. Thought we might get finished a little bit earlier, but that's not going to be the case. I don't think. Matt Psycho in fourth place then in his McLaren. Fifth place is Speckmere in his Renault. He got ahead of the Corvette of Guesty, who is in place of Illusion. Oh, come on. There it is. Digital Blasphemy in seventh place in his McLaren. The Corvette of Ajax is then in eighth place, with ninth place Bull Shark ahead of 10th place Bunnies, 11th place Penguino, just need to put Slender Fella just ahead of the other drivers. There we go. So there is your grid, all ready to go. 8 laps we have here at the Nordschleife. All the drivers are ready. It's going to be a fascinating battle at the front. Can anybody stop Silent Wolf? That is the key question. Absolutely flying qualifying. Well, Speed Hunter will have something to say, as will Digital Blast from his teammate in Matt Psycho and Victory Rain, the current championship leader. So, let's start this race. On pole position is Silent Wolf. Second is Speed Hunter. Third is Victory Rain. Fourth, Matt Psycho. Fifth, Speckmare. Sixth, Guesty. Seventh, Digital Blasphemy. And eighth is Ajax. Oh, hold on. Have I put... I've put Gasman in the wrong place, I think. Gasman in the wrong place. Yeah. Gasman is in the wrong place. Gasman shouldn't be there in 10th. We'll restart that race. There we go. There we go. Let's try again. I missed Gasman because he's a Corvette and he has very similar colours to everyone else in Corvette. So here we go. Let's try and get that sorted out again. Starting grid. Should have everyone in the right place. Yes. And then Gasman behind Slender Fella. because of his numbering. Aloe came late. Yokas then came. There we go. So there's your standings. So Slenderfella stayed in the session. Gazman dropped out. Aloe was late, and Yokas was late. There we go. There we are. Apologies to everyone. So Bunnies is in that 9th, Pool Shark in 10th, 11th Penguino, 12th is Slenderfella, 13th is Gazman, 14th is Aloe, and 15th, making his return as well, is Yokas. So it's great to see some returning faces here at Sunday Night League. Sunday night. It's the Sunday Night League. You know what that means. We're here at the Nordschleife, season number 8. Silent Wolf on pole, with Speed Hunter in 2nd, Victory Reign 3rd, Matt Psycho 4th, Specmate 5th, 6th is Guesty, 7th Digital Blasphemy, 8th is Ajax. We've got 4 lights, we've got 5 lights, and it is go here at the Nordschleife, here at the 24-hour circuit, and it's a good start from Speed Hunter. He's looking at Silent Wolf going into turn 1. Specmate is already up into 4th place. Matt Psycho having a very poor start. He's though still in the positions at the front. Oh, there's been a bit of a clash between some of the drivers going through turn 1 because of the tightness. Drivers getting all a bit squirrely as Yokas gets himself up into 13th place, taking advantage of some of the incidents. Bunnies is up into 3rd place. Wow, from 9th place Bunnies is up into 3rd. Matt Psycho 4th. Victory Reign is in 5th. Victory Reign has flashing all over his car, with Specmate 6th behind his teammate. Ajax is under attack from Penguino, going up the inside of the hairpin. At the bottom of the hill goes Penguino. He's up into 7th place. This is where you can do a lot of your overtaking. You need to get yourself in a good position, because all of a sudden the Nordschleife will come up very quickly. On board with Aloe, who is in 10th place after missing out on qualifying. Silent Wolf is having a fight though with Speed Hunter, the Honda driver. The Honda driver actually going to get the run out of the downhill section towards the chicane. Will he take the lead as they're into the Nordschleife? He has. The Honda leads against the Mercedes. So Honda leading against Silent Wolf. Matt Psycho has got himself back into 3rd place. He runs a little bit wide as they enter the notorious green hell. On board with Bunnies in 4th. It's up ahead. Oh my word. A little bit of a run wide there by Speed Hunter has seen Silent Wolf move back up ahead. Already the pressure of having Silent Wolf behind him paying. It's a small error. Done all the hard work. He got ahead on the Grand Prix circuit. Specmate in 6th place with Penguino right behind the American. Oh my word, how he kept that running pointing forward, I will not know. As Guesty 8th place, driving his Corvette. 9th is Ajax, 10th right behind him is Digital Blasphemy, with the attention of Gazman. Gazman in a very big battle here. He's got 10th place Digital Blasphemy and Pulshak just behind him in the Renault. As Aloe is back down to 13th place. He might have had a small error. Slenderfella in 14th, and Yokas is in 15th, a little bit away from Slenderfella. But his teammate at the front of the field, Silent Wolf, pulling away 2 seconds up ahead of Speed Hunter. Was Speed Hunter the cork in the bottle? Was he the one that could have held back Silent Wolf through this Nordschleife? Sparks flying in the Mercedes. Matt Psycho keeping himself there. 4th place now is Victory Reign, because Bunnies has dropped down to 7th. So Bunnies on the hard tyre as well. So Bunnies running hards. We'll go through the tyres in a moment, but Bunnies on hards. So that is... Oh, we got Penguino pointing the wrong way. So there's Penguino pointing the wrong way. He's losing time quite quickly. As we see Penguino just up ahead now. So it was a great start for Penguino. He's also on the hard tyres. So He's trying to get himself back onto the pace. The front though, Silent Wolf on the softs. In his Mercedes. Did he run wide? No, he didn't. It looked like he could have done. Then we've got Speed Hunter on softs, followed by Matt Psycho, also on soft. Matt Psycho running medium tyres though, remember, on a different strategy to the others. As is Victory Rain running mediums and hards at this circuit. His teammate Specmir also follows on those mediums. His Bunnies on the hards, ahead of Guesty also on hards. So different strategies being run by drivers. Soft tyres by Ajax. Ajax behind Guesty on board with the Canadian. In 8th, he's got Digital Blasphemy right behind him. They're on board with the McLaren. He's on the soft tyres, as his teammate Matt Psycho is as well. See cars up ahead. So tight on this circuit. Just see in the background as well, Gazman on the hards. Gazman unfortunately not here next week. This is his last GT race of the season. Bull Shark is there in 11th on the medium tyres. Lowy on the softs. Oh, we've got a nice battle going on here. Go on board with Slenderfella. He's on the mediums. He's running slightly different to his teammate. He's got Yokas ahead on the softs. Turn for the pole. Not seen him for over a year for sure. Penguino on those hard tyres. Oh, he's having a little look at the Lowy. Lowy will be thinking, oh, I've got the Honda all over the back of me. Can't see the Honda, in fact, it's so close. In the background, Yokas and Slenderfella. A little bit of touch, possibly, between the two. Penguino keeping his nose clean. Ajax in 8th. Guesty close to Bunnies, but not close enough. Oh, very close relative to each other. The gaps are very tight for this circuit. Go on board with Matt Psycho. Honda ahead, attacking the curbs. Speed Hunter able just to get that car bouncing all over. Sometimes with this view we don't see the car in front because the fist of the driver's in the way. He is there, honest. He's not too far ahead either in Silent Wolf. Silent Wolf leads the field then. Further through the field. See what the gaps are doing. These Corvettes are very close together. It doesn't matter who's driving in the Corvette. All three of them always seem to be very close to each other. Gazman following Digital Blasphemy. The car ahead of him is Ajax. So there we see the blue McLaren, and then ahead of him is the yellow Corvette, just like the one we're on board with Gazman. So Scott currently they're in 10th place. Silent Wolf leads the field then. He's 4.7 seconds up on Speed Hunter, which at any other circuit would say, oh my word, what a massive lead this driver has. Not here at the Nordschleife though. We've seen, if you can just make one small error, you lose all that time. That time will just vanish. Let's have a look then at the straight. And you can see 4 cars in your view. Top 4 in the championship. Silent Wolf, Speed Hunter, Matt Psycho and Victory Rain, the championship leader, currently in 4th place in his Renault. Can we see the 5th? We can see up to 7th place Guesty on the straight, so that is quite impressive. Let's see. Oh, we've got a move then. Digital Blasphemy on board, off he goes past Ajax. So he's doing 166. But remember, Ajax is in that Corvette, and that Corvette is nippy. But Digital Blasphemy using the slipstream and getting past. So good, nice move there by Digital Blasphemy. Get it stopped into the final corners. He can. So there he goes, 8th place. Ajax in 9th. Gazman then, 10th, and into the pits goes Gazman. Bull Shark in medium tyre mode. Penguino is going for another lap. Lowy is there in 13th place. So Gasman in the pits, getting rid of the hard tyres. Yes, he is. He's onto the softs. So Gasman has decided to run one lap on the hards, and then the rest of the race will be on softs for him. He hasn't fueled up, interestingly enough. No fuel in that Corvette. Silent Wolf. He's got half a tank. Speed Hunter has got more fuel though in his car. That Psycho is all over the back of the Honda. This is where he would be hoping to make an overtaking move. Now, weirdly, on the GP circuit, that's where these 1 second gaps suddenly become 1 second gaps, and you think, oh, I'm actually not close enough to make a move. But then we get onto the Nordschleife, and then 1 second becomes basically a tenth. Down to first gear by Nat. Through onto the Nordschleife we go. To see Speed Hunter using all of the circuit and a little bit more in his McLaren. In his Honda. Ahead of the McLaren and that Psycho. Matt is staying with him though. Victory Rain in 4th place on the mediums. Very happy right now with what he's doing in relation to his race. Again, this is where endurance racing gains its reputation of just run your own race. Don't worry about those around you. If you run your race, you've got more chance of winning than if you start racing others. You might be running a different strategy to you. These Renaults look very good on fuel as well. Why have we never seen these Renaults before in GTE? That is a question. We've run 8 seasons of GTE. The Renault had never been chosen before. Yes, admittedly 2 of the seasons were with Group 4 cars, but the Renault never chosen before this in Group 3. Digital Blasphemy there in 8th from the McLaren. Keeping very close. These gaps are very tight. Penguino in the top 10 right now. On his return, he's fighting a fellow American in Pulchar. It's a shame Rob on drums wasn't here because we'd have 3 Americans. We'd have 5 North American drivers as well on the grid, including 2 Canadians. A third of our grid would be North Americans. Pulchar just keeping himself in the mirrors very nicely. Aloy, I don't think Aloy is a particular big fan of the Nordschleife. Can't remember any Aloy performances around here. Gasman is up into 14th place, so he has got past Yokas. So Yokas, who has not made a stop, he's running also in Rob on Drums' car. That instead of with number 80. Gasman then 14th place after making his stop. He's on the softs and he's running to try and catch some others. How far behind is he? He's not that far behind the other drivers. So he's on fresher tyres. What will he do? Silent Wolf though at the front of the field. You can see the tyres though wearing out pretty quickly compared to Speed Hunter, who's got a Matt Psycho all over him. And Matt Psycho is through. Matt Psycho making a move, and he makes it stick. So that was out of the slow left-hand hairpin and onto this kind of straight section. Let's see what the Honda has in comparison to an answer to the McLaren. It's the defending champion against the season 1 and 2 champion. Matt Psycho, these are the only 2-time champions on the grid. Victory Rain is trying to become another 2-time champion. Exclusive club of 2 drivers right now in GTE. So Victory Rain there in 4th. Keeping it all pointing the right way. Bunnies though has got ahead of Speckmere. Bunny's on the hard tyre getting ahead of Speckmere. Did he do a similar move to Matt Psycho on his teammate. Speckmere currently 6th then, medium tyres. Bunny's though on the hards. So Bunny's running on the hard tyre, quite happy on them. Look at the fuel difference though. That Renault is an absolute beast with fuel. Digital Blasphemy in 8th place. Ajax looking good on fuel as well. Ajax proving, hold on a second, this Corvette could do well. Penguino in 10th place with 11th Pool Shark, 12th of Lowy, but there's a big gap change. Pool Shark goes through the carousel. So Lowy is on the softs. Gasman chases him down. Slenderfella's gone. Gasman in 13th place. Yokas is in 14th. His teammate, though, is at the front of the field. There's Reno on the side. Enjoying the grass, enjoying the curbs. Enjoying leading at the Nordschleife by 10 seconds. Now what we'll see today as well, the cars will be pitting after 2 laps. 2 lap stints basically is a final dash for the fastest lap. The cars can't get 3 laps through the race unless you're fuel saving, which I think some of the drivers are trying to do. They're trying to gain a little bit of free air possibly, but as we've seen before, it's quite a lot of free air. Speedhunters has lost 10 seconds to Matt Psycho and falling into the clutches of Victory Rain. So Speedhunters made a mistake. His tyres just not happy at all. Here. So Victory Rain catching him up. So we've got 2 Renaults following 2 Hondas. And we've got Guesty headed Digital Blasphemy, 40 seconds behind the race leader. It's the type of circuit it is though, it really, oh ho ho! You can see the difference then, so there he goes, into the pits goes Silent Wolf. Matt Psycho has saved fuel. He will spend less time in the pits then, he'll close the gap down, in he comes. Speedhunter, he'll definitely pit. What does Victory Rain do? Does he go another lap? And does he put a cat amongst the pigeons? He goes another lap. He takes the lead here at the Nordschleife. As other cars are going into the pits, Bunnies is in. Speckmere is not in. It is a Renault 1-2. This Renault proving incredibly strong in terms of fuel saving. Now, Ajax, will he put himself into another lap? Yes, he does. Ajax, and he's getting the soft tyres as well to go 3 laps. But is it enough? It's not to close up on Silent Wolf or Matt Psycho. So Ajax is now in 5th, but he's ahead as Speedhunter. So Speedhunter's mistake has put him behind Ajax after his first stop. Bull Shark in 7th. 8th is Bunnies coming out of the stops now. 9th is Digital Blasphemy. 10th is Guesty. Out he goes. So everyone else is stopping. Gasman's stopping as well. We saw him go onto the soft tyres. So he is in. And in comes Yokas. The front of the field though, just about to leave the Grand Prix circuit is Victory Rain. So Victory Rain setting the fastest lap with an 8:19. His teammate Speckmere doing an 8:25. Said before, difficult circuit to really get really close to other drivers. It is one of those that you will make a mistake pretty much every lap. But Silent Wolf, well, he did make his mistake at the start. He didn't get off the line particularly well, but it was then Speedhunter who made the mistakes. in the Honda, and he's got Ajax all ahead of him going through the chicane. This would have been the best opportunity to get ahead of the Corvette. He's now stuck behind it as they go onto the Nordschleife. The Corvette has worse tyres. Will Speed Hunter, though, get the move done? He can't get past. Though on board with the Honda. It's back on the softs. Nothing doing yet. Bull Shark on his mediums. He hasn't stopped. Bunnies has. He's on softs. Digital Blasphemy is on softs as well. Guesty in 10th place on soft tyres. Softs for Penguino. Gasman on softs. Aloe running very, very, very wide on his new softs. And there is Yokas on his hards. Yokas trying to get rid of the hards. At the front of the field, it's Victory Rain leading here at the Nordschleife. Renault driver leading the championship. This is an incredibly dominant display that we have not seen in GTE since Matt Psycho's season 2, where he won every single race. Victory Rain hasn't done that. He came second. Sorry, he came third in the race he didn't win. He's led at every single circuit, I believe. So, what does he do here? Has he effectively got a pit stop on everybody? He can do 3 laps. I think he has. I think he's got a pit stop on everyone. Wow. This Renault just seems to be the car of the moment. And everybody had the opportunity to drive it. Apart from the Corvette team. Because the way the ordering went, it was Punisher that was the 4th out of the 5 to pick the car. And it's an inspired choice, it would appear. The team that had first choice was Silent Wolf and Chris Boo's team. Weave Motorsports, they picked the Mercedes. Joker Club Racing had the McLaren. In fact, no, Joker Club Racing were the first ones to pick it, so they picked McLaren. Silent Wolf in his team managed to get the Mercedes as he's closing the gap actually to Spec here. Shell Honda Racing were third to choose. Then it was Renault Green Flag Racing, 4th at the Corvette team. Were last. So we see Specmere doing a job for his teammate. We've seen this throughout the season actually. Teammates helping their lead drivers just with the pit stops. The way they filter through and just held up Silent Wolf just a little bit. That Psycho pushing hard. He did catch up Silent Wolf in the pit stops. He gained about 5 or 6 seconds through the pit stop times. Speed Hunter there in 5th place in the Honda. Always spectacular. He is the defending champion. Ajax has managed to keep his car pointing the right way, and he's taken those soft tyres an extra lap. Bunnies in 7th place has got Pool Shark behind him. Pool Shark just dropping down now. after the stops. Guesty is ahead of Digital Blasphemy. This gap between them, I think it's going to be an all race long type of fight between the two drivers. There is Penguino in 11th. He's keeping it close, although, oh wow, I thought he was going to take us to a scene of an accident. By the way he was driving then, on board with the American, the returnee in the Honda. Gasman in 12th in the Corvette, with 13th Aloy, and 14th is Yokas. Yokas back for 2 rounds. Hopefully he'll be having a better round next time out. Victory Rain then. Fuel flashing, and in the background is Silent Wolf. 10 seconds is the gap between him and Silent Wolf. I wonder if Silent Wolf is thinking, hold on a second, that doesn't look promising. Matt Psycho in the slipstream of Specmere. As we go off board, there goes Matt Psycho into 3rd place. So that Renault looks incredible around here. In then comes Victory Rain. It's got 4% fuel left. Wow. What will Specmere do? In he comes. 4th. 6%, so he has more fuel than his teammate did. Speed Hunter will go up into 3rd place. There it goes. Still being fueled up. Drivers start to come through. Ajax will pit. Bunnies will not. So Bunnies will get ahead of Victory Rain. And Victory Rain comes out in 5th place. Guesty too far behind to capitalise. Guesty goes up into 6th, but Victory Rain in 5th. Let's just see. Obviously, this is the tight corners. Turn 1 and 2. They're incredibly tight. I can't believe we didn't have more instant actually going through there. Guesty going purple in sector 1. I suspect we'll see quite a lot of drivers going purple throughout the lap. However, they won't be able to get that second lap in unless Silent Wolf has been able to be very, very clever with his fuel. As I say, you don't run anybody else's race, you just run your race and see what can be done. That's how to close the gap on Silent Wolf. It's currently 2nd, setting similar lap times. Driver ahead. Speed Hunter catching Matt Psycho though. As we see Bunnies going through the final chicane. You could just attack that corner so much. Coming out is Victory Rain. Guesty on the softs once more. So Specmere actually feeding out ahead of Digital Blasphemy and Penguino. So Gasman in 10th place, slightly differently to those around him. He's got Ajax, his teammate, behind him. Ajax managed to get that extra lap, remember. It's incredibly impressive. Pool Shark in 12th, Aloy 13th. 50 seconds behind Pool Shark. It's a hard circuit to come in cold. Silent Wolf leads, sparks flying in the Mercedes. It's 4 seconds up on the fastest lap. What is Matt Psycho doing? He's 2.7. So Silent Wolf is about 1.5 seconds up on Matt Psycho. About a second quicker than Speed Hunter. So Speed Hunter is closing the gap up. There's Bunnies in 4th place. So Bunnies does seem to have returned to form after the first couple of rounds. Putting himself back into that top 5. Going purpose, similar that time to his teammate. That's Victory Rain is 5th. Guesty pushing that Corvette. Great to see Guesty back on the circuit here in Sunday Night League. Good couple of years since we saw him. And he turns to us once more. Specmere in 7th. He's got Penguino behind, so Specmere and Penguino never raced with each other before. It's nice to see combinations of drivers fighting with each other. Penguino in the Honda, sliding it spectacularly. Penguino did have a great season in that final season of GTE that he was in, season number 2. No, season 3, sorry, he was in. So Blasphemy in the McLaren. In 9th, Ajax is behind his teammate Gazman, who's currently in 10th. Penguino is all over the back of Specmere. Part of the circuit, he might be thinking I could get a good opportunity at overtaking to get a good exit. So the Honda driver really putting the pressure on. You can barely see the Honda as the Renault goes over the crest. And the Honda does go up into 7th place. Positions himself, goes round the circuit, and has managed to get 7th. Well done to Penguino. Digital Blasphemy has seen how it's done. He has got soft tyres. It's the McLaren driver will be thinking, right, here we go. I've got Specmere ahead of me, but the lighter car, got better tyres. Going into the carousel, what can I do? Not quite close enough. Such an awkward positioning. Because now come the fast flowing corners, which I don't think you can overtake on unless the car in front runs wide and gets a poor exit. I don't think that's going to happen with Specmere. He rarely makes an error. He's a very tough competitor. The Renault stays in 8th place at the front of the field. Silent Wolf. Lights are flashing. Speed Hunter, wow. Just all over the circuit, a little bit too much maybe, Speed Hunter. Spectacular driving though from the Honda driver. Just drifting it through the corners. Victory Rain has also been doing that in the Honda, in the Renault, should I say. So at the front of the field, Silent Wolf is 11.7 seconds up on the fastest lap, but he has to stop. He cannot cross the line right now, so he has to stop. Does he get it stopped? Yes, he does. So 2-lap stints for the drivers. I think there's a cone being kicked off as well. Into the pit lane. That's Psycho, in he comes. Now Speed Hunter has got a little bit more fuel than the drivers ahead of him, but he definitely does have to stop. Bunny's also driving to the pit lane. Yep, somehow managed to knock a marker in. Look at the gaps behind, though. This is where it's all happening. We've got Digital Blasphemy and Specmere again. Penguino. So, Specmere under attack from Digital Blasphemy. Digital Blasphemy gets up the inside. Cheeky little move. Thank you very much, he says. I think that slender fella in the chat. Internet down, thanks Virgin Media. Oh, Penguino's made a mistake in the final corner. Tyres are gone. Is that you, slender fella? Internet down. Assuming so. It's really annoying when it's out of your control. Silent Wolf has made a mistake. He's hit the wall on his exit to the pits. So this is interesting. He's made the stop and he's ahead of Victory Rain. That Psycho also has made his stop. He's got Victory Rain ahead of him. So, will this pace be strong enough to get ahead? Speed Hunter in 4th place. So they're all still very close together. Guesty in 5th, running on lap 5 on the soft. So he's managed to do what Ajax did. He's running a 3-lap stint. It's the Corvette drivers running a slightly different strategy. Strategies are all over the place then. Bunny's in 7th. Not trying anything too crazy right now. Ajax in 8th place is 7.6 seconds behind his brother. But he's running a different strategy as well. Digital Blasphemy after his pit stop in 9th place. A little bit of a gap now. 4.9 second lead over Penguino. Pool Shark running slightly different. Gasman we saw ran differently. Yokas and Aloe, they're having a good old fight. 0.2 of a second between the two drivers. Whilst their teammate leads the race by 8.5 seconds from Victory Rain, who has the attention of one Matt Psycho directly behind him. Will Matt have a look? Thinking about it. Into the hairpin? No, not quite. He's definitely got the speed over the Renault. It will all be about, can the Renault hold the McLaren up? The McLaren has soft and medium tyres to run. It has an advantage in terms of its hardest tyre settings. That's Cyber in 3rd, looking to try and get 2nd place. All this time, Speed Hunter just chasing them both down. Guesty in 5th place. What's his fuel like compared to Specmere? Specmere able to do some very, very handy stints. This Renault, I don't know what it is about the fuel with that Renault, but it does seem to be able to do something special with it. Well, the drivers found out a way to get something special out of it themselves. Ajax in 8th place. He also has done a 3-lap stint. Don't think he's going to manage it this time. Digital Blasphemy there in 9th place. And Greeno 10th. On his return in the Honda. Under 11.2 seconds is the gap between Silent Wolf and Victory Rain, but it looks like it is now Matt Psycho who takes second place. So the Joker Club Racing McLaren goes into second. Victory Rain drops to third. Speed Hunter 4th place. Them up. I guess this fuel light is flashing already. Would you want it flashing now? Don't know. There's a bit of a long way to go, but could be okay. But oh, it's gone off! He's gone off and he's lost the place to smack me. Oh no, not what he wanted. Bunnies will be coming into the corner and see the gap suddenly drop from 12 seconds down to 6.5. Guesty struggles now with the damage through the corkscrew. It's not the best of places to have damage at all. Bunnies has gained massively to the Corvette. The Corvette running very slowly. You can see it ahead. All of a sudden, 10 seconds has been lost. Just by one small error by Guesty. He loses 10 seconds. That's how it can all change. So yes, Silent Wolf leads by 14.2 seconds. He can lose 10 seconds just by a small little lapse. The Wii Motorsport driver absolutely flying this evening. Nordschleifer seems to be his circuit, his special place. That's Psycho. I'd say it's his special place as well, but does he have any answer to Silent Wolf? Does he have any answer to Victory Rain? Because this Renault is putting itself in very, very strong contention. Speed Hunter 4th. They're both all going to have one last stop left. Bunny's chasing down Specmere. Guesty 7th. His fuel is so low. Can he get it to the end? I don't think he can. And it would be an absolute disaster to run out of fuel on the back straight. It really would, because yes, it's the back straight, but it's so far away from the pit lane. You can see up ahead Specmere in the green Renault and the white and red Bunnies. Just the car ahead. So let's see. He's shifting very early. He's only doing 155 down the back straight. We are watching Guesty. You can see his teammate behind, Ajax, with the red banner on that Corvette. He's running so much slower. Yes, he made a mistake. Oh my word, it's painful to watch. Can he get it to the end? Oh, he's shifting so early. He's managed to get it to the pit lane without stopping, and he's got nothing left in that fuel tank. His teammate comes in. 2% left for him. So they'll come out behind Digital Blasphemy. So Silent Wolf leading the field on lap number 6. Matt Psycho in second place. He's pulling away now from Victory Rain. Speed Hunter in 4th. catching the Renault. So he senses a podium this evening. Expect me a 5th. This will blast me up into 7th place now. He's got Penguino just behind him. It's an American making his return to SNL. And he looks pretty quick with his return as well. So he's not lost any speed. In fact, he may have gained it. Gasman in 9th place in his Corvette. So it's moving quite nicely for him. He's ahead of Guesty, and guess what? The Corvettes are all in a line once more. 9th, 10th and 11th. What a weird quirk that's been this season with these Corvettes. They always seem to find each other. Paul Sharp in 12th place has got a Lowy in 13th. Quite a gap between them. Oh, Guesty's gone off. Guesty's gone off for some reason. Don't know what happened there. Got the damage once more. Silent Wolf in the Mercedes. Enjoying a nice Sunday evening drive in the German hills in a German sports car. Clear roads ahead of him. Trees surrounding him. It's all quite good fun for the man from Mauritius. Psycho 2nd place. The speed that we see from Silent Wolf is phenomenal. Consistency as well, as we see the man that actually was ahead of him on circuit, Speed Hunter, very early on. He's got Victory Rain, the driver who has also led this race, just ahead of this Honda. In terms of the championship standings, as it stands, Speed Hunter would lose 2 points and as a result be out of the championship fight for the final round. Matt Psycho currently ahead of Victory Rain and has a slim chance of the championship going into the final race of the season though, but Matt Psycho's gone off. Oh no, Matt Psycho's gone off, and that means Victory Rain gets up into 2nd place. The 3 drivers, potentially the 3 double champions, are fighting side by side. Matt Psycho recovering from damage, having another go though. We've got some great racing here then at the Nordschleife all of a sudden, as Matt Psycho's McLaren has fixed itself. Side by side go the 2 drivers. Matt Psycho's on the grass. Oh, he's lost the positions. Speed Hunter, all of a sudden, can he get up into 2nd place? He can. It's the McLaren up into 2nd. Victory Rain, well, he's been in all sorts of positions on this lap. Matt Psycho, he'll be annoyed with himself. Made a mistake chasing down Silent Wolf, and now he's ended up behind Victory Rain. He's got Speed Hunter in 2nd as well. That's like I'm pushing very hard. Oh, it's all gone wrong. And that's what can happen sometimes at the Nordschleife. It can just bite you. Buddies, we expect me up ahead. Looking, I thought an outside move into in the carousel. He's got all the speed. in comparison to the Renault. He won't be able to overtake it unless Speckmere gets distracted. Yes, he does. As they bounce and touch a little bit. And Bunnies goes up into 5th place. So lap number 6 is where all the actions happened. Some spectacular driving between all the drivers has seen a lot of moves happen on the Nordschleife itself. Penguino still about 3 seconds ahead of Digital Blasphemy. That, as I said before, is nothing. We've just seen what a small error can do. Gasman in 9th. 10th is Ajax. 11th now is Pool Shark. Guesty in 12th. Aloe 13th. 14th Yokas. So the return of the Polish driver. Looks like it will be 14th for him tonight. Silent Wolf on the back straight, kicking up the sparks, coming towards his pit stop, in fact. His final one of the evening. Oh, sliding the Mercedes. Here he goes then, into the pits. Victory Rain is now ahead of Speed Hunter. Speed Hunter's made an error. And Matt Psycho has an opportunity of Speed Hunter. So it's a massive fight for second place this evening. It's anybody's. They'll all come into the stop. All at the same time. So Victory Rain has to go onto the hard tyre. We know this. As does Speed Hunter. Matt Psycho has the mediums to run. So they're all in the pits. Bunnies will come into the pits as well. He has to run the hard tyre at some point. Speckmere will come in and run on the hards. So they're all fighting. Coming out of the pits goes Silent Wolf on those hard tyres. Nearly loses it in turn 1. That's how tricky this is going to be. Victory Rain still in the pits. Everyone else pitting. Penguino has got a 6-second lead over Digital Blasphemy. That's how long 6 seconds is on this circuit. So the cars leaving the pits. Matt Psycho has jumped ahead of the Honda. So Matt Psycho onto the medium tyres. Has not jumped Victory Rain, but Victory Rain is on the hards. So he'll be travelling slower. The gap is only 4.5 seconds. Speed Hunter 4th. Penguino. Well, Penguino's going another lap. That looks like it could be an error from the American. The tyres are so worn out. Bunnies in 6th place after his pit stop is ahead of Speckmere, who's after his. He's on the hards. Bunnies is on softs, so he's running differently. He's got his teammate ahead of him, who's going to be losing so much time on those tyres. Nearly slides it, nearly spins it. Wheelie back out, yes he does. He lets Bunnies through, so it's a Honda 456 as it stands, but Penguino has got a long way to go on those soft tyres. Ajax still on the softs. Guesty is intent on the softs as well. Gasman 11th. 12th is Pool Shark dropping down. Green flags are waving. Don't know why that is. The front of the field, Silent Wolf leads. He's losing time. Matt Psycho on the mediums. Hards for Speed Hunter. It's all to play for. Second place is on the cards for any of these three drivers. Victory Rain, Matt Psycho, Speed Hunter all have had second place in the last lap or so. So they can all get it again. But he's on his own. Oh, wow. Saves it though. Expect me here. Oi, Penguino. Those tyres, what is the gap between him and Ajax? 18.6 seconds is the gap. Ajax is in 8th. Will he get up the field? So Blasphemy on the medium tyres. With his run to the flag. Kesty on softs. He's ahead of Gasman, who's also on softs. Pulsar is on the hard tyre now in his Renault. Matt Psycho has got all the attention of Speed Hunter. So the Honda on the hard tyres chasing down Matt Psycho on the mediums. The adjustment to the harder rubber, harder compound. It's like the Honda driver has adjusted to it quicker than the McLaren. Trying to keep Victory Rain in their sights. Rain trying to get those hard tyres up to temperature. Looks like he may have done. Silent Wolf though, nobody could do anything about him this evening. He's on his own. 28 seconds ahead of Victory Rain in second. The evening sun starts to dapple the circuit through the trees. It's Matt Psycho and the Honda of Speed Hunter fighting for third. Psycho will be hoping that he can then start attacking second place. On his own a little bit is Bunnies in the Honda. He's pulling away from the hard shod Specmere. Another top 6 finish though for Specmere. This might see Green Flag Racing also tie up the team championship as well. Very strong season from them. Penguino has got the attention of Ajax. So that gap of about 18 seconds was not enough. Ajax is going to drive past the Honda. The tyres on the Corvette so much fresher than Penguino's. Penguino's got a 19-second gap. Oh my word, Penguino won't make the lap. Penguino's not going to get to the fuel stop. There is no way. He's made an error. And all of a sudden, the car's in fuel save mode. It's on limp. All that hard work from Penguino is in limp home mode. He's going to lose so much time. We'll see Digital Blasphemy on board. And we'll see the Honda up ahead. There it is going into the carousel. It's in limp home mode. Oh, McLaren not quite getting through the corner carousel quite cleanly. You'll be thinking, what on earth? 49 miles an hour goes the Honda. And he's got a minute ahead of Pulsar. that will drop drastically. So, Victory reigns second place, the championship leader, ahead of his championship rivals. Now, he has got a 19-point lead. As it stands, that would extend to 21 points with the final race to go. It looks very strong for Victory Reign. Have a look. Pool Shark is closing down rapidly. Gap is drastically falling. That Psycho, though, closing this gap down, but he's got Speed Hunter all over the back of him. I'm going to go on board with the Honda as he chases the McLaren into the final lap. Weaves just to make Matt Psycho know that he's there, but there's no move going into turn one. Penguino has been overtaken by Pool Shark. He's got a massive lead. Pat's saying you can only just hear me. That's odd. Can you hear me now, Pat? Wow, I've found out the problem. My headphones have died, and I am now on the control panel. So hopefully you can still hear me. Hopefully you could now hear me. Hello everyone, my back. Had technical difficulties. So hopefully you were enjoying the battle for second place as I sorted out my headphones. First time ever that's happened. Ran out of juice in the headphones. So we're on board with the Honda of Speed Hunter in fourth place. That Psycho currently chasing down. This battle is epic. Imagine if this battle was for the lead. It's a shame really that Silent Wolf exists. Oh, although he's running very wide through the corners. Because we would have a three-way fight for this race victory. On board again with the McLaren, putting all the pressure on the championship leader. Pat saying yes, back now. That's great to know. It's always good to hear. from you, Pat, as well. Hope you're doing well. Hope we see you at Interlagos next week, because there's a lot of seats available all of a sudden at Corvette. Oh no, Victory Rain has made a mistake. Victory Rain has felt the pressure, but it's a section of the circuit Matt Psycho can't do anything about it. They are tucked up behind this Renault, on board with Speed Hunter. We're not seeing very much of the rest of the race right now. This is where it is. Let's see if Penguino actually made it into the pits. Penguino is still trying to get to the pit lane, although he's going to overtake him. Oh my word, that is painful to watch. Let's go back to this battle though for second place, because this is where the fighting's happening. These top drivers at the front of the field, they don't know when to quit, do they? Final lap, SNL battles for position. Don't you just love it on a Sunday evening? Matt Psycho going for the move then. Second place is now his. He's got past the Renault. Nothing the Renault could do about it. Matt Psycho now up into second. All he's got to do is hold the position and not throw it off the road. It's easier said than done. Mama Sykes in the chat saying great racing. It really is once more. On board with the Honda now as he struggles to get the power down. And into the carousel they all go. Final time. And nose to tail here for second place. The front of the field, it's silent waltz all day long. Let's just have a look and see if any more racing is going on through the field. Gasman has got Digital Blasphemy's attention as well. Let's go back to the battle. Second, third and fourth. On board with the Honda once more. Through this very fast flowing section. There's not much you can do about it. Unless the car in front decides it's going to go off. Both on hard tyres as well. Matt Psycho in second place. Victory Rain third with Speed Hunter fourth. It's the man in first place in a league of his own. 35 seconds up the road from that battle from second. Will he get the fastest lap as well? We'll see that later. Have a look, Digital Blasphemy falling a little bit further back to Gasman. In the background, Guesty just having a bit of a lawnmower moment in his Corvette. Full Shark 11th, 12th is Jocas, 13th is Aloe, 14th place. I think it's a retirement for Penguino. Mistake with his fuel right at the end. It's Silent Wolf down this back straight. Let's have a look. Speed Hunter still not past Victory Rain. He'll have a moment though, I'm sure, going down the back straight. He will be on it before Silent Wolf gets to the end of the race. As they come through the finals corner before the back straight. Victory Rain in third. Is he going to get overtaken by the Honda? It looks like it's possible, but coming through the final corner. Oh, sliding the Mercedes on home soil. It's been a dominant victory from Silent Wolf. 35 seconds. He returns to the winner's circle here at the Sunday Night League. Victory Rain, though, has got his hands full from a Honda that is trying to overtake him and take the podium off him. But Victory Rain is using the slipstream of Matt Psycho. So they're all fighting with each other. They're not going to get past, I don't think. Victory Rain breaks. And Matt Psycho is going to aid Victory Rain. Victory Rain sliding the Renault. Oh my word, the gap between them is going to be so close. Matt Psycho is in second place. Third was Victory Rain, and fourth was Speed Hunter. Oh my word, the gap. 0.2 of a second from second. 1/10 between Speed Hunter. That is insane around this circuit. Absolutely insane. Bunnies is going to finish in 5th place in his Honda, and he sets the fastest lap of the race as well. Specmere will be 6th. Gasman will be 7th. 8th place will be Digital Blasphemy. 9th is Ajax, Guesty in 10th. Matt Psycho in the chat saying OMG. And Victory Reign saying breathe. And breathe. Unbelievable racing. We've got battles happening here as well with the Corvettes. Oh, apologies, Speckmere. He's crossed the line. As well. It's a difficult track. Oh my word. Ajax and Guesty. Will they get to the finish? They should do, I think. Gasman is going to finish in 7th place. Matt Psycho in the chat saying that was insane. It really was. Sunday Night League just produces the best kind of racing. Gasman in 7th. It's going to be 8th place for Digital Blasphemy. So Digital Blasphemy goes into 8th. He's happy with that. His best result of the season. Ajax and Guesty, are they going to run out of fuel? It's, I think, a battle of fuel between these two. I think they were pushing each other along down the back straight. Ajax goes into 9th. 10th is Guesty. 11th is Poolshark. And 12th is Yarkas. Guesty has no fuel left. There he goes, he crosses the line. Poolshark will finish 11th. That Psycho saying in the chat that McLaren is so sketchy on the curbs. There were some very sketchy moments, some very big slides from all drivers this evening. Poolshark then crossing the line in 11th place. Yarkas will not get to the flag. Lowy in 13th. Mama Sykes in the chat saying incredible for the length of the race. Well done, guys. Awesome. Thank you. Well, there it is. The victory is Silent Wolves. Let's have a look at the result. So Silent Wolf won by 34 seconds, but that wasn't really the story, despite how dominant his victory was here this evening. It was second place Matt Psycho. Less than 0.2 of a second ahead of Victory Reign, who's less than 0.2 of a second ahead of Speed Hunter. Those three drivers covered by half a second. Nose to tail as they cross the line at the end of the race. Bunnies in 5th place. 6th place was Speckmere. 7th is Gasman. 8th is Digital Blasphemy. I'll just see if this works. Yes, it does. Ajax is 9th in his Corvette. 10th is Guesty. So those Corvettes, 8th, 9th and 10th. It's happened all season. 11th place was Poolshark. 12th was Yarkas on his return. Lowy was 13th. Penguino had a DNF after running out of fuel. And Slenderfella had a disconnect with his internet. What can we say? The Sunday Night League delivers again on a Sunday night. Like, share and subscribe if you haven't seen racing like that, which you won't have done anywhere else, I'm sure. Fantastic to see. We are at Interlagos next week for the final round of the season. Victory Reign looks almost certain to take this championship, but anything can happen in GTE. You've seen it here tonight. Congratulations to Silent Wolf, returning to the victory circle once more here at SNL. Like, share and subscribe. We'll be here next week for the final round of GTE Season 8. What a season it's been. Let's hope we see more of it going forward. See you next week.